What is going on, Blade Knights? Clawblade here, and welcome to another Neverwinter guide video. Mounts have been around since the beginning of the game. They have some interesting mechanics that will help boost your character stats, provide some useful effects both in and out of battle, and give a much needed speed boost to get around map zones. It isn't a complex of a system compared to others, but I have had some members of the community ask me to cover this topic, so in today's video I'll be going over all the mechanics that make up the mounts section, including items that help contribute to your stats. I'll also go over how all these mounts and items can generally be obtained. If you find this video helpful, go ahead and critical hit that like button, and hey, if you're new to the channel or returning for more content, consider subscribing. Since the majority of you are not subscribed, it would really help me out a lot. Make sure you also ring that bell icon to get notified on new videos as they get posted. Alright, enough chit chat, let's get started. So, you've probably guessed by now that mounts are rideable creatures that can get you from point A to point B in a faster time than it would take you to walk, and you would be right. When you equip and ride a mount, you definitely have faster speed than just movement on foot. However, mounts also provide more than just a speed boost. Let's take a look at combat powers and equip powers for starters. These two powers slightly differ in what they do, but both provide a speed boost to aid you in combat. The combat power is essentially summoning your mount to either do damage, buff your teammates, debuff enemy targets, or a combination of the three. Once used, they have a 60-second cooldown before they can be used again, so not as to spam them in battle. When in a party, combat powers of the same type cannot be stacked on top of each other. For this example, we'll go with my Cauldron Fumes already slotted. Having multiple players use Cauldron Fumes at the same time will not stack the effects they provide, so it's good to communicate and time them one after another, or discuss which combat powers everyone will use. You can all use different combat powers at the same time, so long as they are different powers. Some highly recommended combat powers to have in trial battles include the T-Rex, the Swarm, Armored Griffin, and the Armored Bullet, just to name a few. Next we have the Equip power. This is a flat increase to a stat of your choice. Most powers provide an increase to a single stat along with a combined rating boost, while some can increase two stats at the cost of reducing the value they provide. All mounts now come with a combat power and an equip power, and you do not have to have both powers from the same mount equipped at the same time. You can mix and match them up. Also, you do not have to have the mount equipped as your active mount to use those powers. So I want to go through Mount Bolster next. In my guide video on companions, which, if you haven't seen it, I'll leave an annotation for you in the top corner. Make sure you check it out. I go over bolstering, which, in this case for mounts, increases the value your combat powers and equip powers provide, along with an increase to their item levels. This Mount Bolster works the same way, where your Mount Bolster total is summed up from the 10 highest rarity mounts you possess. Each rarity gives a percentage contribution to the total. Commons provide 1%, rares provide 2%, epics provide 3%, legendary 5%, and finally mythic gives a full 10%. So, like companions, to get the full 100%, you'll need to have 10 mythic mounts in your possession. Now let's move on to the stable. Here you can have slot up to 5 mounts at the same time. Just slotting them alone won't do anything though, but they do provide effects when equipped with Mount Insignias and Mount Collars. Insignias are similar in a way to player enchantments and companion runestones, where they provide certain stat boosts depending on which ones you equip. There are two sort of categories to insignias: the insignia's shape and its type. Insignias can come in 5 different shapes: crescent, illuminated, enlightened, regal, and barbed. The insignia types include aggression, brutality, dominance, evasion, Gond, initiative, mastery, courage, skill, prosperity, fortitude, and refuge. All of these can be matched up with most of the shapes, while some may be limited to only a couple. Insignias can also be refined and upgraded to provide higher stats and item level to your character by using insignia powder. This can be commonly obtained by converting unwanted insignias in your inventory. Each mount in your stable can be equipped with 3 insignias at a time. If the right combination is slotted, they can provide decent effects. This insignia bonus tab in the mount section will show you the full list of insignia bonuses along with their proper insignia combination. Most mounts can only fit certain shapes into their slots, so look carefully at what you need. There are some mounts that have universal slots, so any shape can be placed in those spaces. Mount collars is a new mechanic added to mounts, which kind of works like companion equipment. Only one collar may be placed on each mount in your stable. There are 5 categories of collars: sturdy, wayfaring, unified, practical, and supportive. Only one of these collar types can be in the stable at once, meaning if you already have a sturdy collar slotted, you cannot slot another one unless you remove the current one from the stable. Mount collars can also be upgraded using Insignia powder, shards of empowerment, and greater shards of empowerment. Shards of empowerment can be found in enemy drops and general loot, while greater shards are only found in chests at the end of dungeons and trials as rare drops. So, where to find all this stuff, you're about to ask? Well, mounts are first given to you at level 10 with the quest Giddy Up by the mount vendor in Protector's Enclave. After he gives you a free horse mount, you can purchase other horse mounts from him for gold. Higher rarity mounts can be found in the Zen Market, the Tarmaloon Trade Bar Shop, the Auction House, and as rare loot drops in Epic Dungeons and Trials. For Insignias, you can find them almost anywhere, from occasional enemy drops, skill nodes, and dungeon chests. Finally, for collars, those are the hardest to get a hold of, as they seem to be only found as rare loot drops in dungeons. They only appear as a base collar, so be prepared to spend a lot to upgrade it. So there we have it. Hopefully, I covered everything there is to know about mounts and their mechanics. If you feel I forgot something, or if you have any ideas for future mount designs you'd like to share, feel free to share them in the comment section below or on my Discord server, the link of which you can find down below in the description. Be sure to leave a like if you found this video helpful, and if you want to catch more videos like this in the future, please consider subscribing. You can also follow me on Twitch, where I live stream a variety of game content, including Neverwinter, every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Your support there is much appreciated. So thank you so much for watching, guys and gals, and as always, I will see you all in the next video. Clawblade, signing off.